There's a rumor going around right now that Jisung broke his fastest rap record again in the Tortoise and the Hare. At least that's what I'm getting from the many people commenting on my videos lately, so let's have a little look at this part. 'Now, obviously, this isn't 8 seconds long. If you're not sure why that matters, go check out my 8 fastest rap series. But basically, I can't add this to the list, so Jisung's official fastest rap, if you will, for comparisons at least, that I use in my series, will still be TMT at 9 syllables per second. But let's forget that an 8-second constant exists for a second and have some fun with this. Back in June, I made this video where Jisung almost hits 10 syllables per second in 6 seconds. But at the end of the day, his fastest rap was 9.83 syllables per second in Go, which is a verse he also does in this song too. However, let me play this new part again with a timer, and we can see how fast it actually is. 6.2 seconds. Jisung actually rapped 64 syllables in 6.2 seconds exactly. This actually results in 10.22 syllables per second, faster than the other verse in this song and the one in Go that I've already went over, although I'd say the other verse is much more impressive personally. So to answer your question, yes, this is his fastest rap, outside of the 8-second constant of course, but this video isn't over yet. And it's not because I'm just trying to make the video longer either. I'm gonna play this song again, and I want you to listen to it closely for the first 3/4 of this song. Now look, maybe it's just my ear, but it doesn't sound like Jisung actually rapped this. Let me explain. First off, there are no live versions of the song yet for me to see him do it live, so I can't double check there. But here's my point. If you listen closely, it seems to sound like Jisung rapped this once, and then the mixing team at JYP spliced in the take 5 more times to create these 2 measures. And here's why. First off, in between each section, if you want to call them sections or phrases, you can hear Jisung's breathing suddenly stop, showing that these parts are indeed cut up. However, I think he only rapped it once in total and they doctored it all together because each section sounds exactly the same as the one before, with the breathing pattern, especially at the end, and the voice inflections, which all together is almost impossible to have sound exactly the same every time you do it. My point is this, Jisung breathes in each phrase, and these phrases are only a beat each. He wouldn't have time to breathe in between all 6 of these pauses. Of course, he is able to control the flow, but ideally, he just wouldn't need to take a breath each time he paused. I'll play it one more time, and maybe you can hear it now with me, but just take a close listen in between each section. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's bad to do that in music. It literally happens all the time with all your favorite artists in every genre, in metal and rock. Guitarists completely doctor by they just hitting the note and then they splice the note in instead of doing the actual solo. Sometimes it's on purpose. Like right here. I think they wanted to do this kind of sound because of the type of song they have here, especially listening to the rest of the song. It's such a weird sound. And even the part right before this with IN, he literally says the same thing 4 times with one of them sounding different than the others. I think it was on purpose to have the type of sound in this song to doctor it up, just doing it once and then splicing it in 5 more times. My entire point of bringing this up though is I think we have to take this with a grain of salt until he does it live. Because I wholeheartedly believe Jisung could rap this with no problem, but I don't think he did it in the recording. Of course, this is just me listening to it and what it sounds like, so if JYP for some reason cares about this and decides to respond saying, oh, it was a real rap, CarKpop, you're a fucking idiot, stop making videos, then I mean, I'll fully admit I'm wrong because I have no fucking clue. I wasn't in the recording booth, but this is just what I'm hearing, and I want to share like an honest analysis with you all from what I hear from the song. As usual, on the screen right now that you've been watching is every rapper I've ever looked into and their fastest rap speed in an 8-second constant. If any of them interest you, I've made a video on all of them for you to check out. You're welcome to go check them out. Jisung is still ranked 14th, as you saw, tied with Bobby of Icon, which is still extremely high up on the list. Although he did put out this masterpiece of a song with 2 verses that are his fastest raps outside of an 8-second constant. Be sure you like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed this and want to see more like rap analysis and fastest raps and reactions and Stray Kids or just Stray Kids content or whatever you want. Subscribe, it helps me out and supports me so much, and I really honestly appreciate it, and it means so much to me. So yeah, if you want to help me out, please do that. And as always, K-pop and chill. The safe way to some Han Jisung tonight, cause why not?
보답을 너네 모두 꺼주시오 한국말로 하자니요 색하네요 스타일도 바꿨지 이제 내랑 비교 마시오 나한테 내 속 이런 거 처음 해보지요 영화 빼고 말해 내 피부 노란색 그래 앞에 번호 8이잖아 빨리 전화해 네가 아는 여자애들 싹 다 불러 오늘 밤은 불지를 거니까 폰을 꺼두기로 해